Your first fighter comes to you out of the red corner. With a record of 3 wins, 2 losses, standing 6 foot 3 inches tall, weighing at 185 pounds. From Ground Control, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Please welcome Eric Sims.
So, my source tells me he doesn't know exactly what's going to happen, but he says Eric Sims is going for a really big slam.
Okay.
A really big slam, and he's fighting a guy named Cody Reece.
Who is actually known for virally slamming people.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So is he really 5'6"?
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely not supposed to be at this weight class. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Because Eric Sims is 6'3" at 185.
Israel Adesanya numbers.
Yeah. Yikes. Like, I don't think it's fair when they make people who are that big and that strong, but also appear to be fast and lean.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fair. Like, if you're going to be 6'3",
dude, I want to partake in this hobby too.
I need you to be slow. I need you to be humongous. Like, I need you to be a big, slow, fat guy. Like, you can't be 6'3" and 185 and, like, single-digit body fat. It's just unfair. It's scary. And he says he's going to get a big slam on this guy, Cody Reece. And you say Cody Reece is known for big slams.
Yeah, he's gotten 2 big ones in his career. One of them went a little viral from his Fight for the X appearance. Just a German suplex that I thought almost killed the kid he was fighting. So you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, man. The ending to that it actually would have been a little more palatable had Morris won. Still controversial, but you took 2 controversies and multiplied them with each other.
Yeah, I mean, I know nobody from the commission actually watches fights, so they're not going to hear this, but man, they are sorry tonight. I mean, this is like a bad precedent. If I was fight for it, I'm not gonna.
Fighting out of Team Rock, Harrisburg, North Carolina, bringing in his undefeated record into the cage at 4 wins, no losses. Please welcome out Cody Reece.
Okay, Cody. Looking in much better shape than the last time I saw him.
He's got a Serape too.
Still has a way to go to get back to where he was in terms of a weight class, but definitely looks much leaner than he was at heavyweight. It's going to be hard to wrestle with Cody. He's a very good wrestler. You know, sometimes when you're a shooter and you like the double leg, sometimes it's almost advantageous in the wrestling match anyway to be the shorter guy.
It can be.
When you add in the strikes, things change a lot, obviously, but you know, when your main objective is to get low on the guy's legs, sometimes that's a little bit more available for you, and especially in North Carolina where you don't have to worry about the threat of the head kick.
Yeah. Yeah, and no knees to the head.
Cody Reece returning to MMA action after a long hiatus. 3+ years away.
Man, you can really see that height difference between these 2 guys.
A young man with a very promising career before he stepped away, now back in the cage against a strong and dangerous 185er in Eric Sims.
He lifted his rear leg to throw that push kick, and Eric Sims was in punching range and was able to hit him with a 1-2 before he could get his leg up. He caught that kick and ran him into the fence. Testing the cage here. Pushing hard. Tying up the bicep.
Heaviest MMA matchup of the night.
Eric Sims trying to get that right underhook.
Sims doing a good job of circling away from the trip. Cody Reece fighting in the Cage Side Classics. What do you think that is?
That's a bug.
Is that a bug?
Yeah, it fell out of.
Oh, it fell out of someone.
Yeah.
Gross. Let's get rid of you.
Oh, short uppercuts in the clinch from Eric Sims. Cody Reece trying to work his leg around the outside of Eric Sims' leg. Soften him up with knees.
He likes that trip there against the cage wall.
But look at these legs. Look how long these legs are.
Yeah, it's tough to get an outside or inside trip on a guy like this who can just got them linguini legs.
Yeah, he could just stretch a leg out. And how does a guy like Cody Reece wrap his leg around Eric Sims' leg? Look, he cannot get that trip.
Cody's cooking though. Cody's cooking right here.
Yeah, he's working. He's softening him up with the knees. He's kneeing the thighs.
He's wrestling with his head too. He's using his head like a third arm.
And Eric Sims reaches up and pops him with a little short right hand. Another short right hand. Eric turns him with the underhook. Puts his own head position in, looks for separation. A big knee. That one was a little bit low.
Oh, big knee to the worst area.
Sims' corner yelling that was to the leg. It's like at my son's, like at kids' games, the parents always argue with the official in favor of their children. No one's ever argued against their person.
Yeah, very rarely, huh?
So they're saying, his corner's saying that was a knee to the leg, and that it was not a low blow. It very clearly was a low blow, and we have the same angle they do.
Yeah, it was pretty much on the nose.
It's just that bias. No, again, Dylan, that's not the nose. You keep saying that.
I'm not an anatomy expert. I'm not a...
That's different than the nose. Well, actually, technically it is the nose of the crotch.
The nose of the lower body.
Yeah. Now Cody Reece looking to send some leather back at Eric Sims, and they both trade good hard punches. Eric Sims with a hard 1-2. Little pendulum kick from Reece, followed by a right hand.
Overhand right from Cody Reece.
Reece reaching out, trying to play with that hand. In the open stance battle, sometimes you can occupy, Cody Reece in orthodox, Eric Sims spending some time in southpaw. Now Eric Sims has switched to orthodox and closed the stances. Eric Sims' corner calling for a front kick to the body. Oh, hard uppercut. He measured him with that post and threw a hard uppercut.
I think that hit on the chest, but it did thud.
That would hurt still.
Hurts still.
Yeah.
One of those in the right place can shatter your collarbone.
Low kick from Eric Sims, and then a 1-2 sends Cody Reece staggering backwards.
Sims is throwing heat, bud.
But he's low. He was under the Superman punch. Pushes to that takedown attempt. Oh, man. I'm sure, again, he wanted 30 more seconds.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Eric tried that big sacrifice throw.
They should do rollover minutes. Since we missed a minute of the last fight, it adds a minute to this fight. Sims throwing bombs down the middle.
See, he was too high for that Superman punch. Look at this, look. And Reece ends up on top with a tight...
Don't try to throw a guy like that. Don't try to throw a guy who's
you're not under him.
Strong wrestling when you're not completely under him.
Yeah, and I'm sure Eric Sims tosses lots of dudes around like that, but you're not going to toss around a guy like Cody Reece like that. Both these guys very experienced. You can tell they're very calm, very composed. Eric Sims' corner calling for lots of jabs. I wonder from which stance. It'd be from the orthodox stance. They wanted to work the jab. Right low kick from Eric Sims, and then a left inside kick. Cody Reece feints, which sends Eric Sims backpedaling. Eric Sims' corner asking him to jab, hit 1-1-2, pull the trigger, all common things you hear say, but Eric Sims still holding on to his punches.
It's AI-generated corner advice.
Yeah, and it's not bad.
No.
It's not complicated.
It's up there with just get up.
Yeah. Well, with the taller fighter, you're always wanting to throw more punches than they're throwing. Actually, any fighter, really. You see, these guys are holding onto their punches. Both their corners want them to already be punching. That uppercut has come dangerously close to
That's the biggest threat in this rule set for sure. I mean, that's the thing you got to worry about the most.
The first one we believe came into maybe to the chest area. That one glanced off a little high. If he dials that in and finds that thing right in the middle between those two extremes, he might put Cody Reese's lights out with that uppercut. Again, Cody Reece looking for that trip. Now would make it work, but both men kneeing the thighs, trying to soften up the legs. Good underhook work from Eric Sims, trying to work his way into some underhooks so he can knee and then throw that uppercut. Cody Reece covering up. I think he might have got hurt there by that knee. And we're only in round 2, 120 left.
Yeah, it's a long time in this round, huh?
A little late with the uppercut there. He posted, was late with the uppercut, got taken down.
Big moment for Cody Reece, probably his biggest moments of the fight right here.
Yeah, he's on top. And Eric Sims casts a glance over here towards his corner, looking for some advice, for some insight on what to do next.
Yeah, Jeff Cope in the corner there, giving him some sound advice, trying to get him to frame up.
They want that right underhook so he can get onto his left hip and start to work his way up.
I don't like seeing guys squeeze the back of the head from bottom side or from bottom mount or any position really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's not the response I'm looking for.
His corner wants him to get that right underhook since he's got the half guard on that side, but he's going to try to stand up without it, which we've talked about before.
Now he's got the Dagestani handcuff sort of position, but
if you try to stand up without securing your position first,
you often end up in an even worse spot.
Yeah, they're just going to drag you back down.
I tell my students all the time, you cannot skip steps. Don't skip steps. If I show you a back take and there's steps in it, don't suddenly try to jump on the guy's back and bypass steps 1 to 2 and get to 4.
Yeah, good round there for Cody Reece. He ate some heavy strikes early on. There was a big knee that I do believe hurt him. But then he finishes that round on top and in control. So what? Eric Sims' corner pretty sure that it's 1-1 and that he needs to win this round. And I concur. So both men's corners are probably going to have that same conversation.
Yeah, after what we just saw, I don't know though. I honestly wouldn't give my fighter any kind of advice in the corner that included round scores.
You just assume he needs to finish.
Just assume you're down 2 rounds, even if you almost killed the guy in the last round.
You might even be down 4 rounds.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, how'd you get 28-41? That's not even a score that you can make in MMA.
It's not with that attitude, you can't. All things are possible.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff for the first time here tonight.
Yeah. Cody Reece with the inside kick, shoots, and then Eric Sims uses those overhooks to snatch him up high.
Yeah, he's engaging too much, though.
Prevent the level change. Big right knee and a right knee from Cody Reece, right back.
If you engage in this knee battle and push Cody to the fence, you're running the risk of him just reversing the position and taking you down. You're doing so well into striking. Just disengage and strike.
He muscles them. That time he was able to.
Nice use of the underhook there.
Yeah.
That's what he didn't have last time that his coach said it's so important to get.
Correct.
Sims just such a longer and truly bigger man.
Cody timing those punches out though. Cody knows that he has to take a couple to give a couple.
Yeah, and he's a tough dude too.
He crashes in.
He's got a brick for a head.
Softening up. Little short punches from the clinch and knees to the thighs from Cody Reece. He blocks the hip. And Eric uses his hands to tie up Cody Reece's arms. And now Cody Reece changes levels. He's got his hands linked. Up, Eric Sims goes, and down he goes.
That's a big moment for Cody again.
Yeah.
That's kind of his signature. That high C, that was kind of the move that he was known for as a featherweight. Hitting it on that 85er was a little bit slower, a little bit less explosive, but it still gets in the position that he wants. You know, he was knocking guys out at 145 with that move.
And now Eric is still holding on to that headlock here.
And now, you know, this is a good counter to the wall walk. He's doing the Dagestani leg control. And you're just never going to guillotine someone from here.
No,
it's never going to happen.
It's just a matter of time before he pops his head up out of there.
And now we got a bad angle here between the ref and the fence wall.
He's got him stretched out, and now he's going to. And
Try
then
to
Eric
just
Sims
dump him
finishes
over.
up.
Wow, Eric Sims with what a sweep.
And now big, heavy shots from the top from Eric Sims. He likely feels some urgency here, knowing he got taken down. But he lets Cody Reece back to his feet.
Yeah,
uppercut again, narrowly missed. If that uppercut lands,
it's night time.
Yeah. Hard body kick that Cody Reece runs into and then pushes Eric Sims
Last
to the
30
cage.
seconds here, and I think Cody's going to need a takedown.
Finally able to make that trip do something. He used the trip to open up something else.
Yeah, that's a smart go behind attempt there for Reece. Now he can hit the go behind, or looks like he's going to lock his hands and take him on another ride here again.
Eric Sims sinking his weight to defend, but not doing much with his upper body, not doing much with his arms to defend and improve these positions.
Too much of the defense is about how heavy can I get on this guy's neck. Jesus Christ. Another big slam for Cody Reece to end the fight.
Yes.
Lands right on the rib of Eric Sims.
If that round was not clear, even though it was a takedown in it, there was also some pretty back and forth stuff.
That was pretty definitive.
I think that round definitely goes to Reece. Now, what did the judges see in those other rounds? Who knows? Who knows what the judges see? I even think I can detect a bit of uncertainty in the different players involved, the coaches and the fighters and the refs. Everyone's kind of like, who knows, man?
Yeah.
While we're waiting on the judge's decision, we have the bantamweight title fight coming up next.
Hey, straight dog. Straight dog. Represent your city real damn good.
Cody Reece doing the smart thing, shouting out and pumping up his opponent. Who knows what's going to happen, what the announcers are going to say?
God, I don't know.
What the crowd's going to do?
Yeah. Everybody getting in on the action and fight for it tonight.
And what's funny about that is
Judge's decision is in. We have a unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Cody Reece.
And you saw
5-0.
But this is the point I was going to make. Look at Eric Sims. He nodded. He nodded almost in agreement. Eric Sims gets it. He's like, yeah, he did enough to win. Eric Sims has no problem with that decision.
That Streisand effect is a MFer.